Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you very quickly about word count versus page count, okay? So often I consult with authors, especially right before I sign them, and I ask them, hey, how long is your book? And they'll say, it's probably around 72 pages. Oh, it's about 200 pages. Guys, page count is not useful to a publishing professional, and I'm going to tell you why. Depending on what program you used to write your book, depending on the font, the spacing that you're using in your documents, the page count does not reflect the word count. I have edited books where it's 100 pages double spaced, and that's only about 25,000 words, whereas a single spaced 100 pages might be more like 50,000 words. So the more important thing to know about your book is the word count. And for any of you that are using Microsoft Word, or even, I'm not sure if Google Docs does it, but I know for sure Microsoft Word will tell you your word count, your character spaces, your characters used with spaces, without spaces. That's the program to use, okay? So I understand there are tons of different resources that you can use to write your books, but you do want to have that book available in Microsoft Word, because most publishers work with Microsoft Word. Why? Because Google Docs is lovely, but a lot of the tools that I use on Microsoft Word's track changes are not available on Google Docs. So make sure if you're using Google Docs that you have the capabilities of downloading that document and seeing all the comments that an editor might give you in Microsoft Word. So I'm actually teaching you two things today. Really, I was just focusing on page count versus word count, which again, page count is lovely, but depending on how you have formatted your manuscript, the page count does not tell the publishing professional what they need to know. Instead, they need to know your word count, okay? Because that is going to help them to know, how long the book will be. Also, just for your knowledge, when you're working with print publishers, they work by 16s. So their pages are in 16s, and usually there's a breakdown of how many words per page. So again, based on that word count, they can work backwards to know, okay, it might run 232 pages, 204 pages, 168 pages. So again, it's going to work in 16s when you're talking about print books with a traditional publisher. And so that word count not only tells them how much the actual book pages might be, but also it tells them if the book is even for them, okay? Most print publishers, unless you're writing nonfiction, then it could kind of go either way, but most print publishers work with 50K word books and up. I'll say that again. Most print publishers work with 50,000 word books and up. So if you're pitching somebody and your book is 35,000 words, they'll probably know right away that it's not right for them. So as we know, time is something that no one can get back. So you want to make sure that you're not wasting anyone's time, and that your time is not being wasted. So please understand, page count is lovely, but really, really, really know your word counts, and make sure you have access to Microsoft Word, because most publishers are using Microsoft Word to edit your books. And then they go from that document to InDesign. And once it's in InDesign, that's usually where the production team will format the books and all that kind of stuff. But the most important thing is that you and your editor can work back and forth on your book without these funky, weird formatting issues that will happen sometimes when you're using another program and you're wanting it to just kind of, convert it. So for example, stop sending your books in PDF, okay? Nobody can edit on a PDF, all right? So what'll happen is you'll send the editor the book, and they'll convert it to Word, and then your book is probably gonna have a ton of typos. It's gonna have these weird formatting things going on because it's not compatible. So make sure you have access to Microsoft Word. and that you know your word count. Again, I'm keeping this one short and sweet for you guys because I just want you to understand the difference between page count, word count, because it's very important when you're pitching your projects and as you're targeting publishers, because you want to make sure your book fits the criteria that they're looking for. Same thing with agents. Sometimes it's not as clear for the agents, the word counts that they're looking for, but trust me, it will be important in your query letters. And I have another video about query letters. If you guys are looking for what goes into a query letter, I have that posted, so please check that out. As always, I thank you for your time and attention. If you have any questions, comments, please share that in the comment section below. Please share this video with anyone who finds it useful. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.